Ever wonder what happens when a comedy icon unexpectedly wins a gardening award? It's a story of evolution, accidental brilliance, and a man who truly understands the power of a good sound bath. Um, Before we dive in, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. For 34 years, Alan Partridge has been a staple of British comedy, initially emerging as a sports reporter and blossoming into a multifaceted media personality. From disastrous chat shows to digital platforms, he's navigated the changing landscape with a uniquely awkward grace. And Coogan, along with writing partners Neil and Rob Givens, continues to develop Alan's character by simply asking, what would Alan do? Embracing the slightly uninspired and the potential female, it was somewhat a freebie is central to his risk. Um, the podcast format suits both Partridge and Coogan. It allows for careful scripting, a deliberate contrast to the spontaneity of many celebrity-hosted podcasts, and reflects Coogan's observation that many podcasters prioritize confidence over expertise. Coogan notes Partridge humorously declared he'd rather interview experts than just, quote, confident people with podcasts, a sentiment resonating in a world saturated with audio opinions. He even jokingly muses about a series searching for high-profile individuals not hosting podcasts. The carefully crafted nature of Partridge's podcast is key. Every rambling thought, every awkward pause is painstakingly written. And if it's not reality, it's meticulously constructed comedic brilliance. Coogan finds himself listening to political podcasts, though he admits the lack of in-depth analysis and prevalence of gut feelings is frustrating. He misses evidence-based research and thoughtful discourse. Coogan is content with Partridge's place in popular culture, and originally feeling overshadowed by his creation, he now views Alan as a creative outlet, a space to channel unfiltered thoughts and petty prejudices. And the beauty of Alan lies in his freedom from self-censorship, allowing him to express what Coogan's intellect would suppress. It's a really, a playful, exploration of immature impulses. When Coogan values balance in his work, seeking projects with substance that remain entertaining, avoiding both pretentiousness and boredom. He understands the importance of connecting with an audience without sacrificing artistic integrity. The greatest threat to Partridge, Coogan observes, is reality itself, and perhaps a few familiar faces in the media. He appreciates fans, but stresses the importance of ignoring external expectations and staying true to creative vision. He observes a trend of performers adopting personas based on what they perceive the audience wants, a cycle of chasing approval that he actively avoids. He and his writers prioritize creating what they find good, even if it's not foolproof. The podcast allows for a more esoteric, approach, indulging creative impulses previously contained within the constraints of television and radio. It's a space for experimentation, and it's sort of pushing boundaries. Coogan consciously avoids social media, preferring to process negativity internally and channel it into his work. He deflects criticism rather than engaging with it, a strategy that fuels his creative process. There's a blurring of lines between Coogan, Partridge, and osmosis that occasionally manifests in surprising ways, like finding himself with an identical shirt. He maintains a deliberate separation, safeguarding the unique identity of each persona. It's a testament to the enduring power of a well-defined character. Speaking of enduring, why did Alan Partridge bring a ladder to the garden show? Because he heard the prizes were at a higher level. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm sorry.